Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Muslim Network TV. I am Taha Gaayhur, and you are joining us on Your Daily Hadith. Today's hadith specifically is recorded by Imam Muslim, and it is a hadith that I truly love because it's one of those very practical hadith from the time of Prophet, peace be upon him. One day, Prophet, peace be upon him, was sitting with his companions, and he asks a question to everybody. And he asked specifically, who is fasting today? And there was one man who raised his hand. He says, Ana, me. And then the Prophet, peace be upon him, asks everyone, who has visited or has attended a funeral today, or a janaza? And there was one man who raised his hand, and he says, Ana. And then the Prophet, peace be upon him, continues to ask, who has fed a poor person or a miskin today? And there's one man who raises his hand and he says, Ana. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, continues to ask a fourth question, and that is, who has visited a sick person today? And there's one man again, the same man, who raises his hand and he says, Ana. And as you probably may have guessed it, it was none other than Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala an, one of the greatest companions, one of the greatest leaders of the Ummah, who actually was always there to be the first to rush to any action that was beneficial to himself and, of course, beneficial to community and to society. This is Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala an. And when the Prophet, peace be upon him, heard all this, the fact that it was one man again and again responding, which was not a surprise, Prophet, peace be upon him, says, whosoever has all these qualities present in all these good deeds present in him or her is none other than a person going to Jannah or paradise. Brothers and sisters, this is the what you heard from Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and what we see Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu that day is really an example of this idea of fafirru ilallah. This is a command essentially in the Quran that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to believers, to everybody, which basically means hasten to and rush to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rush to and hasten to Allah from and move away and rush away from and move away from sins, from shaitan, from people, and from from all sorts of diseases of the heart and diseases of society, and run towards Allah and run by doing good actions. This is what fafirru ilallah means. This is what the last 10 nights in particular, last 10 nights of Ramadan are calling us to do. This ayah also, interestingly, fafirru ilallah, comes right before the ayah in Surah Al-Dhariyat, where Allah actually describes our purpose of creation. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. We have created jinn and humanity and human beings for nothing other than to serve and to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is basically why we need to ensure that we are using our time throughout Ramadan, but especially after Ramadan, wisely. So how do we become people who become people like Abu Bakr, let's say, people who are always competing and always try to be the first, right? Who are these people? How do we do that? I have two things specifically that I want to share with you. Number one, consistency. Our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, has told us, أَحَبُّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَدْوَمُهَا وَإِنْ قَلَّ. In Prophet, peace be upon him, says that the most beloved actions to Allah are those that are consistent, adwamuha. وَإِنْ قَلَّ. Even if they are little, even if they're small, that's perfectly fine. That's okay. So let us make sure that we do our bit and do our part, inshallah, to be people who are using our time wisely. Number one. Number two is have a sense of urgency. So in addition to having consistency, have a sense of urgency, because time is short. This could be your last Ramadan, it could be my last Ramadan. This is it. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me and all of us tawfiq, that vigor and rigor, and that sense of urgency, like Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu, to be so productive like him, that we are able to do wonders in one day, inshallah. Ameen, ameen, ameen. And with that, I wish you all the best in the next few nights that we have of Ramadan. Thank you for watching your daily hadith, brought to you by Muslim Network TV. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.